Hey everybody! So today I am going to be doing a demonstration and review of L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness Correcting Primer. And this is a green correcting primer to counteract the redness, the severe redness that I have in my face. And I feel kind of sorry for this product because it has probably never encountered this amount of redness before. But yeah, I was aware of this product already for quite some time now, but was never able to find it. And I saw it yesterday when I was at Christmas tree shops and said, wow, hey, there it is. So I paid $10.49 for this, but keep in mind that Christmas Tree Shops has the best prices on cosmetics, so if you are interested in this and you wanted to buy it, it would probably cost you a little bit more if you picked it up somewhere else. So you get 0.68 fluid ounces, and the whole idea behind this is, like I said, it's supposed to take down some of this redness that I have in my face and sort of neutralize my skin tone to give it a more normal color. I think in my case this is some sort of a hereditary thing because I remember my grandfather, my mother's father, had a very, very red face. I mean, it was extremely red, just like mine. And so I think this is a hereditary thing with me. One of the reasons why I would be thrilled if this worked is because I am very attracted to warm tone eyeshadows and they never look good on me because of all this redness in my face. And so if I could minimize it or neutralize it, I think I'd be able to wear a lot more makeup colors. I mean, I always have to gravitate towards certain color spectrums or I have to gravitate towards all the cool toned colors for lip products, eye products, cheek products, everything because of this redness issue that I have with my skin. I don't think I would want to have to use something like this every single day, but it would be nice to be able to use it once in a while so that I could have some variety in the colors that I use. Okay, so let's stop blabbering on about this and actually get to the demonstration. So it comes in a pump, which is nice, and I think that if I was to use a brush with this, I think that I would probably be using way too much product. So I'm just going to use my fingers to apply it. I just washed my hands, so nice clean fingers to apply it with. And lately I have been using, for my face products, I have been using a tinted moisturizer and paired with a powder mineral foundation. I'm not going to do that today because I don't feel like it would really give this product a chance to perform as it should, because what would I do? Would I use the primer first, then put a tinted moisturizer over the primer, or use the tinted moisturizer first and then the primer, then put the powder, the mineral powder on top? So see, I don't think it would really give it a fair shake. So what I'm going to use instead with this is I'm just going to use a regular foundation, and I picked out from my foundation collection Revlon Colorstay Whipped. This is the one that's in the heavy glass jar. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Rimmel Stay Matte Powder on top of that just to set it, because this is a really good powder. So that's what I'm going to use for my face products. And I'm also going to do my eyes the way I normally would do those. So let's start with that, because that's what I normally do first when I do my makeup. So I'm going to do under my eyes, then I'm going to do the face products, but I'm going to stop after I put the powder on. Otherwise this video will be like 3 hours long if I continue on and do, you know, all the rest of my makeup. So let's see. Normally the first thing that I would use would be my Benefit Ooh La Lift. That's the first product that I always use. And this is just a pink treatment product to try to counteract the dark circles. So let me get a little bit close to here so you can really see what I'm doing. We have a nice sunny day today, so we shouldn't have any issues with you not being able to see all the colors exactly the way they are. So I just go like that, and then I just rub this in a little bit. See the difference that made? This is really good stuff. I have not been able to find a drugstore product that works as well as this. I'm getting down towards the end of the tube here. Just gonna put a little bit more. As far as my under eye circles go, I'm not just dealing with dark circles, I'm also dealing with, I have like indentations here. So it's not really the traditional type of dark circle, but yeah, that looks a little bit better. Then what I do is over that, I put concealer. And right now I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is such a nice creamy concealer and blends like a dream. I really, really like this. And a little bit goes a long, long way with this. It's very, very concentrated. So what I usually do is I just put like just a little dot like that. And that tiny, tiny amount just blends right in. Because if you use more than that, it just looks crazy. So just use a tiny little bit. And I just blend that in. I just like go very slow and let the warmth of my finger sort of heat it up, and it blends better that way. So that's an improvement. And when you look at my dark circles, you probably think to yourself, well, gee, she's got all these products on there and I can still see them. But now can you see the difference from before? So that works pretty well. Okay, now we're going to begin with the primer. And I'm just going to use a little bit. And this is the first time I've ever used it. So I'm going to just start with a little bit here. And quite a bit comes out. And I'm going to just start with my forehead. Yeah, I definitely see a difference. Put a little more. Yeah, it does seem to be neutralizing it somewhat. Oh yeah, I can see a difference. I mean, it's still red, but I don't think anything is going to cover it up completely. But even if it helps a little bit, that would be great. If it could just take down some of this redness, then when I put the other face products on, my skin tone might actually look normal. Wow, you hear the trash truck out there? It's loud, I'm sure you can hear it. Recycle week. Wow. Can you see that? This really is working. Well, so far, I'm very impressed. I can't wait to see what it looks like with the foundation and the powder on. Okay, now my neck is fairly white in comparison to the rest of my face, so I think I am just going to stop there. I'm not going to blend any of it down, although I've got quite a bit of redness right there, so maybe I'll just put a little bit right where that concentrated area of redness is, just so that I won't have like a normal face color, normal neck color, and then a big red spot on my chest. So we'll just put a little tiny bit there. Okay, I definitely can see a difference. Do you believe that? Wow, this stuff actually works. I feel like, you know who Bunny is, Graveyard Girl? She does those "Does This Stuff Really Work" videos. I felt like Bunny just then when I said that. Does this stuff really work? Okay, so next we're going to take some foundation, and like I said, I'm going to use Revlon Colorstay Whipped, and my color is Natural Beige in this foundation. And I am going to use a brush with this. And let's see, what brush should I use? Let's go with my Zoeva number 102 Silk Finish brush. My friend June sent this to me as part of my was it Christmas? No, birthday. That was part of my birthday present. So, just gonna dip my brush in there. This brand of brushes is only available in Europe. I like them though. This is so weird doing this on camera. I haven't done any kind of a demonstration or tutorial like this in a long, long time. So I'm a little rusty. Wow, this is making a big, big difference. I can tell right away, boy. If you had to go to a special event or something and you really wanted your makeup to be as perfect as possible, this would be a good thing to add to the entire routine. Wow, I can't get over this. It really does work. So I'm just going to blend the foundation down to the neck area so we don't have any lines. Wow. That is amazing. It almost doesn't even need powder, does it? But let's just use a tiny little bit just to really do, you know, get the full effect. But yeah, this is with the primer and the foundation. Yikes. I can't believe it. I wasn't expecting these kind of results, you guys, because I did try something like this years ago in another brand and it didn't do anything. So I'm really, really shocked that this works. This is a e.l.f. Studio powder brush. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of powder on. So I've got the primer, the foundation, and the powder. And of course you can still see redness in my eyes because I haven't started doing my eye makeup yet. And I will be covering that up with my eyeshadow base and that sort of thing. But as far as just my face goes, wow. Okay, so if you have redness in your face and you're looking for something to neutralize it, this is incredible. Boy, that makes a big, big difference. I am so impressed. Nice job, L'Oreal. Yeah, this is the first thing I've ever used that has actually worked. I'm so glad I came across this. Like I said, I was looking for this for a while, and I couldn't find it at any of the stores that I went to, so I'm glad I spotted this yesterday. So big, big thumbs up on this. Fantastic product. And for $10, you know, I know that there are more expensive alternatives at Sephora. I know Makeup Forever has something like this, but you know, why would you want to spend more when you can get it for $10 from the drugstore? Okay, people, so I don't know what else to say. I'm flabbergasted. I wasn't expecting this to work. So that is it for today, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you what it was going to look like when I was all done, because I deliberately went for some of the warmest toned eyeshadows that I had, and wow. Using these warm toned colors on my eyes, if I had, you know, the redness in my face like I normally do, this would look horrible. But this is going to be the solution to me being able to use different colors. What I used was I used this sleek Eye Divine palette in Storm, and see these two reddish ones? Up here, like a burgundy, and then this one is actually a rose gold. I use those two, and then I use the gold. This is my highlight color, and then I did use a little bit of this nude type color in the crease, and the rose gold is on my lids, and the burgundy plummy color is in the outer corner. But yeah, these are actually warm toned eyeshadows, and they look fine because of using the anti-redness solution. On my lips, I decided to go with something very neutral. I didn't want to push it. So I have Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in Elusive. This is number 205. So I just went with this really neutral, my lips but better color. And, oh, my blush is CoverGirl Natural Twinkle. I've been using this every day for a long time now. I really like this color. And this is sort of a warm rose, I would say. But yeah, unbelievable. I could never, ever pull off these eyeshadows if I hadn't used this. Matter of fact, that's the first time I've ever used those eyeshadows in that palette, because I knew that they would look horrible. But with the anti-redness solution, it works. So very excited now. I'm going to be able to experiment like crazy with my eyes using a lot of eyeshadows that I just have not been able to use up till now. So just wanted to show you the complete look and give you the full scope of it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.